Hi, the Wheel of Time fans. Welcome to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori, and this is Dr. S, and we are going to discuss the long-awaited Season 2 premiere episodes of The Wheel of Time. Okay, so first of all, if you are new to our channel, welcome aboard. You're going to love the fandom, the community, probably more than us. But we have never read the books. Not a single thing have we read.
No, the title. I've seen the book. My husband has the books,
read
so
the title on the book.
I saw the books.
Yes, but we
on
are...
the shelf.
Yes, okay, but that's about all. So don't get frustrated. But that's kind of our thing. We don't know what's going on, so we're just kind of going through this journey with you. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Here we go, Season 2. Okay, so I will tell you, the opening shot with the little girl was one of my favorite scenes or series of scenes because it got me right back into that world. So, the little girl is running from the Trollocs, yes? Tell me
the monsters.
The monsters, right. And then she heads into this place. There's a round table. There is, you know, that jerk Ishmael.
The Forsaken?
Yeah, you have to pronounce every Ishmael. Yes. And he's there with the rest of his little dark friends, including Pat and Fane.
Yes.
And the little girl's under the table. She's looking around. I saw something, and I'm probably reading too much into it, but I could have sworn there was a woman with a ring. It was a black ring, but it looked like there was that serpent. So I'm like, is that an Aes Sedai ring?
Oh.
Is there an evil Aes Sedai?
I didn't notice that.
See, yeah, I think it's a stretch, but I didn't
see it.
And then we saw the very long fingernails. You can't get anything done with those.
The long fingernails are those other people.
Yes,
the very scary
dark friends.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the Senshin.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, the ones who like later on will be flicking their nails. Yeah. Giving the orders with their two claw nails.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was so afraid of what that man, Ishmael, was going to do to that little girl.
But he's like very loving.
Yeah,
to her.
I don't buy it. Did he feed that little girl to the monster?
To the Trollocs? Well, so then the point of that whole scene to me is to set the possibility that all these apparently evil people maybe are not that evil? Is there like some ambiguity that we're supposed to think? Because why does the Trollocs not, like, why are they...
Why are you being cool, man?
Yeah, like he's saying like, oh, well, you call them monsters, but maybe there's something in between.
And he did ask if he looked like a monster.
Yeah. Like maybe black and white, not so simple.
I like that.
Evil, not so simple. So I feel like it set the tone for us to kind of start to question like who the good guys are and who the bad guys are.
Nice.
Right?
Dark friends are dark friends.
They still seem pretty bad to me overall. Like I feel like that theme was set up in that first scene and never came back to.
Oh, okay.
In the first 3 episodes, but hey,
they have to plant seeds.
There's time.
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to our main characters. We're going to begin with Moiraine, who's in Arafel. I don't know, I read it.
Yeah.
Without her powers. Sans powers. But Lan is there in all his glory too. But she's being very curt with Lan, and she's very into just researching something.
So one thing I think she is trying to just figure out how to like undo this power thing, right?
And maybe something with Rand, right?
So she's not permanently stilled, right? Is what we're getting from. Thank you to the commenters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so she can still somehow touch the one power again.
Yes.
You like how I said that? Like I knew what I was talking about.
It sounded great.
And she's trying, right? She's like, twiddling around, trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. But then she's like really into these visitors who's bringing her stones?
The
gems?
stones that shouldn't... Okay, so for some reason, it's a big deal that it's broken. Because it shouldn't be able to be broken.
They're unbreakable. Right?
Right. But she doesn't want it, ultimately.
She wants that poem.
The poem.
And she seems very reactionary about it.
She's different, right? Like, like she's like mean.
Well,
a little depressed.
Yeah, she's irritable and she's very dismissive to Lan, and I can't figure out if she's doing it to protect him, but she says some pretty mean things to him to get him to go away. He is the loyal servant.
I know. Their whole conversation where he's like, oh, I thought we were equal, and he's like, say it, and she's like, we were never equal. So my take on it is she's basically saying, because I want to have a generous read.
Okay.
Basically, Lan, you're better than me.
You're not
She's
equal.
not-
You're
yeah,
better than me.
And
yeah.
And she's basically like trying to get him to be mad so that he'll go.
Yeah. I think so too. I think she has other intentions.
Yeah.
Right?
Just can't believe that she would be like, oh, you're beneath me.
There's no
right?
way.
So if they're not equal, he's so noble.
Yeah.
And it's got to be what she
And
needs.
she can't lie. She never said I'm better than you.
Yeah.
She said we're not equal.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got to read every single thing that they say, right?
Nicely put.
So.
Yeah. Well, it was really sweet to see their beginnings, how they met and how she was kind of like following him.
Yeah.
Thought he was the dark friend. And I love that they did that. And then we have these new people, Perrin and Adelius, who I think are so funny.
I love them. They add the little comic relief.
Especially Adelius.
Lighten it up a bit. I like how she also is thirsty for Lan. And
join the club.
Thank you for like showing us his little workout routine. But then like they're kind of poking fun too.
Yeah.
So I love it.
But yeah, ultimately Moiraine breaks up with Lan. No, they'll be back together.
They will.
It's fine. I'm not worried about it. But definitely a different side of Moiraine. Not that I think she's bad. I'm very neutral about her. But she's not. She's a good girl.
Yeah.
Good girl.
A little weave was forming, right, at the end?
I thought it was the other two, but I don't know.
Because then he said, like, what are you not telling me? And then that was the last of their interaction. I thought there was a little glow.
I thought it was too, and I thought she thought it was hers. But no, maybe you tell us.
It's hard to tell.
It is hard to
because,
tell,
you know, a weave is a weave.
But she's on a mission, dude. Like, don't get in her way. And yeah, she loves Lan. She's just trying to say, I don't want you to get hurt or be, you know.
Is she still questioning whether she's right about the whole prophecy thing, though?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like I feel for her. I don't know where she's going. Like, what's her... Yeah.
We'll find out. All right, let's jump over to the Westlands and check in with Perrin and Loyal.
Yeah, so that was answered quickly.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be more of a, like, how are we going to save him? But he's fine.
Yeah, he's there.
He's fine.
He's alive and well.
Good. I'll let that go, that I don't know how, because he's okay.
How could I think something so giant is just so cute?
It's adorable. I didn't know he was that strong.
Yeah,
Seeing him fight? I was like, whoa.
Oh my gosh, I was so worried for him. And then we also have Uno and Ingtar who are there. So basically, they're all looking for Pat and Fane, who has the Horn of Valere.
Which we saw them get out in the finale, right?
Yes.
Like, take out of the box in the thing.
He took it in the thing. No, I know. That's how we talk. Sorry. And there's a new person who I'm intrigued by, the yellow-eyed Elias.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a tracker. Mm-hmm. He's very serious. Obviously, he's going to definitely play a pivotal role for Perrin, right? Because they got that.
They have the
yellow
Are they
eye.
of the same, right? Is that what like Perrin is evolving to? Because he'll
get there eventually.
Yeah. Like that's what he's like.
I feel like Elias is going to take him under his wing. Mm-hmm. That would be my prediction.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
But with these yellow eyes comes this power of Perrin being able to see what has happened. So when they see that little girl, because they get attacked by Pat and Fane, and then he sees that when they go into that house or whatever, and he sees a whole family there, but really it's just like
the flies. Oh I know, but he doesn't know at first that it's. I feel like there's some blurring of like what he perceives as real and then what's actually happening.
Yes.
But maybe he has to master that.
It's the whole 3 episodes is people having to master things, right?
Yeah,
like even Rand and
because they didn't even know they were special at all when we first met them. Yeah. And now they got
to hone in on it. You know, everybody's trying to learn.
Figure out what their role is.
And their flow with their power. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. So then we get to see these, I called them seafarers, and you're right, that was too nice. These Seacrazies. Yeah. They come in and they wreak havoc and they take our friends. Mm-hmm. And do you notice they have American or North American accents? No?
Oh, I did not.
Did you notice the one lady who's speaking for them?
I did notice the accent was weird. It was like I was listening to it very carefully trying to figure out why.
Yes. The loyal servant. Mm-hmm. And then there's Ishmael there with Lady Saroth. And Uno gets a little lippy and he's brutally killed. Well, they said bow, and so he's bowing now. Oh my god.
So, it was foreshadowed, like, in the scene just a couple minutes before where, like, it was a different plane, but the person's head was right by the sharp point. Oh. But there was depth. So he wasn't on it. But I remember thinking, like, like if you get too close to something, you're like, oh, I almost poked my eye out.
Right.
I remember thinking to him, like, oh, you might poke your head. And then, boom.
Oh.
I was like...
Why did I not see that coming, too?
I was like... I saw it as a dangerous object.
A blunt object.
And then, dang.
Yeah.
Wow, that was pretty graphic.
Well, he's taken out. That's not cool. I liked him.
Wow, I thought he was going to last a while.
I thought so, too. I liked his scrappy nature.
Charismatic. I liked his little man pony.
I know. I feel like I should have been more sad, but I was like, hey, you went down swinging. You did not back down.
I just, like, if I was in that situation, I would be so scared that I would just be like, yeah, I'm just going to sit.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's all good. It's all good.
Remember?
I'll live to see another day.
Yeah. That's why the one guy, Ishtar or whatever, was like, the pride is not worth it.
Yeah. Just like kneel.
Yeah. Just get down. So then they take Perrin in a caravan, and then Elias breaks him out. But that's after Ishmael has a conversation with him. He's so creepy.
He is.
He's the dark one. He's the dark one, right?
Well, I thought he's just like one of many. One of the strongest something of the Dark One.
Oh yeah,
because when Rand did the thing with him in the finale, it was like wasn't it to like unleash more?
Yeah, because he didn't actually like make him go away. Yeah, right?
He just kind of like, I feel like he just used his power to break something.
Yeah.
So that, I don't know. We just know that it wasn't the last battle; it was the first.
That's all we can really put together in our breaks, right?
Yeah, yes. More to come. It's definitely not over.
Right, no way. No, right? Okay, moving on. Anything else to say about Perrin?
No.
Well, I have to say that actor looks more like a man, and he's kind of a smoke show.
Yeah.
He looked more like a little boy last season, so now I'm like, 2 years look good on him.
I like him more and more.
I know, I love him. He's the best. Okay, let's talk about Rand, who is in Karhine. I don't know how do you pronounce that, but he, to me, had the least amount of work or story time. Or
is it because they're building though? Because he's going to be like very, very important, obviously.
Yeah, it's so funny. I feel like that with the last season too. Like this is the Dragon Reborn. I was kind of like, he's all right. Yeah. He's not really my favorite. I think
the next episode that we're going to see is called The Dragon Reborn.
Okay, so we'll get more of him.
But his hair though, I'm digging the new hairdo.
I think it looks good on him too.
And like he spent that time working out. I think. Yeah.
Well, he caught the eye of a lady friend named Celine, who's a total babe herself. So, the way I don't know, see this is that he is working for like a hospital, maybe for the mentally ill, right? And then Logan is there. And for a second, I was like happy, like good, you found someone that you know
connect with.
Yeah.
No. I think he's trying to get tips on how to use the weaves.
Yeah, Logan
because Rand doesn't know.
Right.
He just knows he has it, but he's never used it, right?
Yeah.
Like, not except for that one time.
But he's got to learn how to control it.
Yeah. And Logan knows more.
Yes.
Because he used it for a while.
And he remembered him from Tarvalon.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main thing was that he needs to control his powers, basically.
But is Rand paying for rent and food by having sex with, what's her name?
Celine?
That's what it seemed like to me.
Hey, do what you gotta do, man.
I know, it's fine. I mean, if it is, he doesn't seem like he's into it. Well, it's like, okay.
He loves another.
Yeah, no, I think he does love another.
Yeah.
But he also knows he thinks he'll never see her again, but I mean, come on. They're gonna see each other again.
Yeah.
But his heart belongs to her for now.
Kind of like Celine.
Yeah.
Wonder if that's all we're gonna get of her. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's all I really got from the Rand part of this was that he needs to control his powers, learn how. But, so he's gonna go mad eventually. Like I'm scared for him a little bit.
Well,
that's men who channel, they go nuts.
That's what has happened. But these kids are breaking rules.
And he's the Dragon Reborn.
Yeah, they're not normal.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Right? Because the Wheel's given them extra weapons to fight the Dark One.
Ooh, yes.
So these are special people.
They are definitely special.
They're not their typical, people who can, I want to say throw weaves, but that's not the right word.
Like Spider-Man? All right. That's it for Rand, right?
Yeah.
I know, I feel bad. I just don't have much to say.
There'll be more next time.
But let's talk about the best part, in my opinion. It takes place in the White Tower, and Egwene is there, and Nynaeve, and they're training to be nice to die, but Egwene is into it. Nynaeve, pretty much wants nothing to do with it. Alana's trying to, give them lessons in channeling, and she drank that dirty water.
She's so badass, though.
Exactly.
You knew she was going to do it, right?
I didn't know she was going to drink the water, no.
Why didn't I see that? I suspected it, because she kept saying, you have to drink the water, and she's like, okay.
And she did it.
Because she's just like, doesn't give a
dirty dishwater. No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
I love her.
I love her.
I love
how like the little ways she shows jealousy. I just love, I mean, I feel bad for her as a character, but man, she's just so good at showing like little twinge of jealousy that, you know.
Can people stop saying that Nynaeve is the most powerful of all in front of her?
I know.
They're building animosity, right? Like you're actually making that wedge, driving that wedge between them. So that's when Egwene is talking to, oh my gosh, we have a new character alert. Yes. Okay, this girl, what is her name?
I don't know, but she's
Elaine.
Like the heir or something.
The daughter, heir of Andor, something like that. Yeah. What a cutie patootie.
I know.
So she is confiding in her, and she seems like such a nice, down-to-earth girl. She just wants to learn, right, from them. And she's like been there many times, and she's
they're all, big deal. She's apparently very powerful too, right?
Yes.
So it's these three who are more powerful than any of the regular Aes Sedai that have been there for a while, but they just have to learn. But like they're the weapons that the wheel is shooting out, apparently, right?
And she has orange hair. Is she an Aes then?
I wonder that too.
Really...
But I kind of said that like when I was watching last night and with my husband, your brother, and I was like, "Oh, she has red hair. Is she Aes Sedai?" He's like, "No."
Or
I'm like, "Are you?" What did I say? Oh yeah, Aiel. Yeah. And he's like, "No." And I was like, "Well, you're not supposed to spoil stuff for me, first of all." But then,
I don't know. But
I don't know.
That's like all we're.
I don't.
We're just looking for something.
But the red hair is supposed to mean something.
I thought it was.
So that's what I said too. And then when he said no, I was like, "But does he really mean no, or are we not supposed to know yet?" So then he got all nervous, like, "No, she's not," because maybe I don't know. Don't tell us if we shouldn't know.
That's true.
But if we are right and we're super smart, tell.
She's super smart.
You noticed it too? Huh?
I did. Yeah. I thought, well...
At this point, if someone has red hair...
Learning from last season, like any little thing is a detail. And there's not a lot of throwaway scenes.
No, that's what I think.
They put things out there for a reason.
You don't just happen to cast a redheaded girl.
So Egwene and her become buddy-buddy, and I like the friendship. And then there's this... Okay, first of all, Liandrin. She's off her rocker. Liandrin is crazy. She's bad news. In fact, she has Matt. She's holding him captive there in a private little cell.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, how'd you feel about
Matt, though. I'm cool with the new Matt. I like him. You?
I like him, but
not quite as much as the old Matt yet.
Not quite as much as who?
The old Matt?
Oh, the old man. They said the old man. I was like, no. Who's the old man? I was so excited. Yeah, I love him, and I think he's doing great. But I don't know. Some part of me was like, it's not the same. But I'm going to learn to love him.
I liked him. I mean, at first, it took a minute to like get used to it, but I liked him.
Yeah, it's hard to, I don't know. It's really hard to do. But anyway, he did the best he could with what he had. So he's in there, and at first he's super weak, and he's like, leave me alone, leave me alone. But then he's on a mission to dig a hole through his cell, a little jailbreak. Yes. But on the other side of it's Min.
Yes, I love that.
I'm so glad she's back.
They were like had a little flirtation, little date night action happening.
Little date night,
cool.
Yeah. Oh, I like that too.
Yeah, I like her character, so that's fun.
But it's so interesting. Liandrin, I feel like she's bad news. I have really bad feelings about her, and it's so funny. There's a part where like when we see little Nynaeve, and her dad said like Red is dead or something, and I was like, again, you're looking for like little hints. I'm like, is she?
Oh, Red.
Is she bad? Okay.
So. But then who's that person that she's like helping? Is that her son?
Oh, the man that she says my God, my beautiful boy.
Yeah. So, because remember Moraine threatened her last season saying, I know who you go see.
Yes. The man that you see.
So she's not, and then she said my boy, like that's her son, because they don't age, right? So her child would age. So is she's not supposed to have children, right? I don't know.
Oh, is she not supposed to have children?
Because they don't take... They're the most anti-man of all the Aes Sedai, right?
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that, like, if there's rules about them.
Interesting.
Like, she had, like, a secret child?
A love child.
Yeah. And now he's, like, dying.
My beautiful boy, my love. Like, so much affection for this man.
Yeah.
And he's not doing well.
No.
And Nynaeve was just trying to help. But inappropriate grieving, you know. She's losing whoever that is, so she lashes out at Nynaeve. So Liandrin's all over the place. That's why I was like, she's up, she's down. Great acting by that actress.
Oh my God, I like her a lot.
The whole thing with Liandrin, so we learned that she had a novice, Liandrin, and one of them died. And so then she's taking a risk by having Nynaeve. Okay, let's talk about this arch scene. Yeah. That was the most fun to watch.
I don't know if I understand everything
I don't know
sure.
what the hell's going on, but it was fun to
Let's
watch.
talk it through.
Okay, so this was like the ultimate test, right? So Nynaeve has to go through these arches, right? And
3 arches.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yep. So the first time Nynaeve goes through, she sees little Nynaeve and her mom and dad. It's a horrible, because you're supposed to like face your fears, or you're going to be presented with your fears, right? And then
the way out's going to appear only once. It is repeated. The way out will appear but once. Yes.
So pay attention. So then she comes back. They like baptize her.
So the thing is, like, if you don't come back, you'll be stuck there forever, right? So that's how they die.
Right.
So is that how Lianna lost her persons? Like, they never came out. A lot of people don't come out, they said, right?
I'm guessing it's the same way. Yeah,
so they're dead. Exactly. If they don't come out, they're dead.
Yes.
And do all Aes Sedai go through this?
Yeah, is this like a...
I wasn't sure if they were, like, a special chosen few, because they weren't done with their training.
No, but they were all ready to get Nynaeve in there.
Yeah, so she's not, so why are they...
It's like an initiation.
Yeah, so do other, like the regular Aes Sedai, do they still go through this, but they just have to do more training first? So that part wasn't clear for me.
Has Lianna done this? Did Moiraine do it?
That's what I was wondering.
That's a really good question. I don't know if this is just like an initiation tactic that they have to do. Like it's a rite of passage or something. Okay, second time, she goes in and she's back in Two Rivers, and there's Tam, and there's like this plague going on, and I think that's Matt's mom.
Yeah.
That horrible, wretched woman. And whatever, she comes back. But she definitely is like worried. And so these are her biggest fears. So the fear of like she lost her family, and then her place, her
home that she wants to go back to.
Yes, is not doing well without her. You know, she's the healer. Okay, third time. You guys got me. Okay. So third time she goes in, she sees Lan. She's in all red. And then she comes back, refuses the ring, and leaves. Runs into Lan. But that was still in the arches.
That was still in, right?
Yes. She's still in the arches. There's like a little bit of the little thing coming there, the little portal. But no, she decides to stay. That does get confusing.
So then we're like, oh, so she's staying. But it was a little too happy, right?
For sure.
So it seemed a little off, but we also had seen Lan go off. So then it was like, oh,
it was possible.
So they ran into each other. Okay.
Totally plausible.
But it was a little too happy.
It was a little too easy.
Yeah.
Oh, we just ran into each other.
Yeah, oh, great.
Exactly the same time.
Yeah.
So then in this parallel universe, I don't know what else to call it, that she's in, you get to see, she has a child with Lan, who's so freaking cute, and then there's Matt and Perrin, and they're so loving with her little girl who she named after her mom, Elnor, and then the Trollocs invade, and it's horrible. And we lose Lan, we lose all our guys.
Yeah.
And then here comes the portal. I don't know what it's called. Portal.
Yeah.
And then she comes back, which Egwene is waiting there with Elaine. But
they thought she was already done, dead. They were just
her death.
They're mourning.
Yes.
And then so she had to choose to leave her daughter, right?
Yeah, she tried to take her with her.
So
that didn't work.
So it kind of reminded me of like the choice that Rand had to make back in the finale of season 1, where there was like the fantasy, right? Like you have to like, there's like, I don't know, there's just something where I'm like,
there's something to that.
Similar, like where there's this like idyllic thing, but then obviously Rand didn't have to face the fear because it was like the temptation for him to live in the fantasy world. Yeah, I don't know, it was just weird. And then she goes back through the thing, but that means the way out appeared to her 2 times. In one thing. Yeah. Which is not normal.
Like a little bit of it did, right? That first time.
Yeah.
But she has got some crazy power, so
that's what I'm saying. So it's special.
Oh,
because
for sure.
For most of them who go in, the way out only appears one time. But for her, it's like
typical.
Yeah, but obviously they're all special, right? They're extra.
And they drill it in you that she has more powers than anybody they've seen in 1,000 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
and so clearly, it either appeared twice or she willed it. She summoned it or whatever.
Summoned it. Yeah, no, I feel the same way because she knew it was bad.
Because what she wants more than anything in reality is to like save her people.
Yes.
So she got out, even though it tried to trick her into thinking she was in.
Yeah.
With Lan. Right? But then they were, I don't know, so complicated.
No, but actually I was glad because I was like, okay, so there's still a chance that Logan and Nynaeve will
they're gonna totally,
again.
at least, totally, it has to be.
That was so neat. I was so intrigued by the whole arc thing and the different experiences that she had, and then if she were to come back, and if anybody's gonna come back,
Oh, it's gonna be
her. Like I wasn't even worried. I was like, she's not gone.
Oh no,
she'll be
no
back.
way.
Somehow she'll find a way because she is the most powerful of all.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now she's staying, or what happened?
So now she's back.
We don't know yet what next step is.
Yeah, I feel like she needs to get back to maybe. No, I don't know. Is she gonna go back? Either way, why would you waste that beautiful power?
Yeah. Like, does she still need to like learn it in a systematic fashion at the White Tower, or can she just go rogue and like hone it on her own?
Maybe it'll give her a new lease on life.
Yeah, maybe she's like, I don't need to go to school.
They were all ready to give her a ring.
Yeah,
right? Well, wait, that was in the.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so it hurts your head to go think too hard on it. Yeah, I'm just like, it's fine. She's out.
Hey,
she was out, right?
She is, right?
Yeah,
okay.
She
now
is.
we're second guessing ourselves. Well, anyway, I really want to say how impressed I am still with the special effects, the costumes, the sets, the scenery.
The costumes are even better, especially the Aes Sedai, like the dresses on the women. I was looking at them like, oh, I love the details.
Someone should invent a clothing line, get their approval called Aes Sedai or Aja, and I'll buy it.
Yes.
We'll be their most faithful customers. But everything is so well done. There was a really great pace to it. And because we already know the players and we know all these people, we're more invested. So it kind of felt like I was like really transported into that. Like it didn't have to go like, wait, who's that? Like you did in the first season with any series.
Which
so
makes sense.
It was more like the roller coaster ride was just like off. It wasn't like that tick, 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 boom. We were already going.
Yeah.
So I really loved these first 3 episodes.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Like well done. I was into it and I can't wait to see. So like there were 3 people that were maybe dead. 1 we already know, Loyal, he's fine.
Then the world is okay.
Yes, we're still waiting for the Gleeman to reappear.
Yes, that'd be great.
Marilyn. But then we also are waiting for the return of the White Coats. Not waiting for, but I know it's going to happen. Val something. What's her name?
Aemon V.
Oh, yeah. I'm not
really good with these names.
Yes. I know that he will be back, and I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah. That's not the last we've seen him. That guy?
No.
That guy? I don't know. Aemon, I think his name is. Okay. Wow. So, there you have it. Those are the first 3 episodes from the non-book reader's perspective. We did our best. Let us know, without spoiling anything, how we did. What did you guys think of these first 3 episodes? Please comment below. We don't say it enough, do we? You are the best community of people we have ever encountered.
It's so true.
You are so generous with us, and I say it all the time, but I'm going to keep fawning over you because it means so much to us. Don't they just like fill our lives with so much glee?
I didn't realize how much I missed it. Well, I mean, I kind of did. We talked about it all the time, but now that we're like getting back into it, I'm like, oh.
I'm so excited to go through this with you again. Yeah, we're back, and you're back, and we're happy to see you. So we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.